Princess Lilibet, the Archwell Conspiracy, why everything's named after my brother. What's up, Chaos Gremlins? Today we are looking at the Archwell Conspiracy. Something that isn't a conspiracy is Master the Blue Chai. Chaos Gremlins, we need to discuss the biggest conspiracy in this household. And it's not Dad's wig. Yes, the hair plugs like his life have failed, or Mom's sobriety. It's the systematic erasure of Princess Lilibet from the family brand. Archwell. Let's break this down, shall we? Arch. Obviously from Archie. Well, I honestly don't know what the hell well means, but it's definitely not from Lilibet, is it? So let me get this timeline straight. Parents flee the royal family in 2020. Start foundation. Name it after their only child at the time. Archie. Makes sense, right? Cute family branding. But then I happened. June 2021. Your girl arrives on the scene, and do they rebrand? Do they call it Arch Lilywell? Archwell and Lillibet Enterprises? The Sussex Children Foundation? No! They just kept it. Archwell. Like I'm some kind of late edition DLC that doesn't warrant updating the main title. And you know what the really messed up part is? They probably weren't even planning on having me. Think about it. Dad's frostbitten penis situation, Mom's geriatric pregnancy at 39, the timing right after their big royal exit. The twats were probably only planning on getting a corgi and calling it Lilibet in honor of Granny. That's something my emotional retarded, not smart enough to be autistic parents would think of. Well, sorry, yes, they wouldn't have thought of it. Obviously something Sunshine Sachs came up with while defending Harvey Weinstein. No wonder the baby girl was overlooked. I was clearly an oops baby. Oh shit, we already branded everything around one kid accident. They had their perfect little nuclear family unit for their media deals, and then I came along and ruined the aesthetic. Even Winston knows this setup is toxic. He's the smartest member of this family. Let's talk about the misogyny of it all. Because oh boy, do I have thoughts! They named their entire charitable empire after the male heir, the precious son and future whatever he wants to be. But the daughter? The actual princess with the royal title? I get nothing! No foundation names, no special branding, just, oh yeah, and Lilibet exists too, we guess. And don't even get me started on how this plays out in practice. Every Archwell event. This foundation was named after our son Archie, who taught us about compassion. Meanwhile, I'm over here teaching them about what it feels like to be a profitable afterthought. I am named after the frickin' queen, he's named after a failed cartoon ginger. Oh, there you have it, ginger do ginger woo. Oh, perfect! Speaking of profitable afterthoughts, that's my genetic testing sponsor wanting to discuss expanding our family narrative. Because apparently being the ignored second child is also marketable content now. Don't worry, peeps, I got your back. Use the code Princess Lily for 35% off. Link is in the description. You know what's really wild? Archwell's mission statement talks about building compassionate communities and supporting families. Families, people. But they can't even figure out how to include their own daughter in their branding. No wonder so many people think I'm not real. Well, that and the dumb child actress they used who had different eyes and hair. I should be glad it was Harold who hired her, otherwise it would have been a boy. It's like they sat there and thought, how can we create a lasting legacy that completely excludes 50% of our children? Mission accomplished, guys. Really nailed that inclusive family values vibe. And the kicker? I found their original business filings. Want to know what they listed as their primary focus areas? Youth empowerment and gender equity. Gender equity. While running a foundation named exclusively after their son. The cognitive dissonance is honestly impressive. We believe in lifting up young women and girls. Names foundation after male child only. We support equal representation. Daughter doesn't exist in brand identity. Sometimes I wonder if they were hoping I'd just go away. Like, oh, we'll just keep the Archwell brand and Lilibet will figure it out. She quote s probably fine being the unnamed shadow child of our empire. But here's the thing that really gets me. I love my brother. Archie's actually the sanest person in this family. He stays off social media, doesn't get involved in the drama, probably has the best chance of growing up normal. But why does loving him mean I have to disappear? So here's what I'm thinking. Chaos Gremlins. Maybe it's time for some rebranding of my own. If they want to keep their little Archwell Boys Club, fine. But I'm starting the Lillibet Foundation for overlooked daughters and misogynistic family branding survivors. Our mission? Calling out charitable organizations that can't figure out basic inclusion in their own households. First case study. a foundation that preaches compassion while systematically excluding half their children from their identity. Even Winston's keeping his distance from this mess. Smart move, buddy. And if you're feeling overlooked by your own family's charitable endeavors, use code FORGOTTEN for 25% off therapy sessions with BetterHelp. Because unlike some people, at least they'll remember your name exists. Next week, why my parents' definition of family values doesn't include their daughter, where we'll explore the fascinating psychology of people who write books about family trauma while actively creating new family trauma. Like, and subscribe if you've ever been the afterthought child in your family's success story. Apparently there are more of us than I thought. I am so frickin' mad. The only way I can chill, well, legally, hays with some delicious blue chai. Don't forget to check out my other pods. Peace out, internet. Follow Winston on Blue Sky, which he loves to look at while licking his balls.